What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zebec today, ZBCN. You guys hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It is the 4th day of November, and here we are sitting at about $0.0029 with 10 hours and 12 minutes left in the day. Breaking out to the downside is what it looks like we're doing, right? We had this large consolidation phase, and it looks like right now we are breaking out to the downside, and that's okay. It's okay. It's nothing to be too concerned about, all right? But it is unexpected. It's not exactly what I was thinking was going to happen. From a low here to a high, and again, not the fake out high, we hit the golden ratio as support, found immaculate support, but then we found resistance to the 382, didn't we? So we've come down back to the golden ratio. The statistical probability that we go to the 786 to the 886 zone is great. And we've done that. We've done that exact thing. We've actually gone to the 786, which is right at $0.00282, right there. Now, typically in this situation, I would expect a massive kind of reaction, but because we've interacted with the golden ratio so much and consolidated in this area, I don't think this really calls for a massive reaction back up to this area. It could happen. The 786 is notorious for very high velocity movements. But right now, let's just focus on one step at a time, right? Right now, we need to get above the golden ratio. So you need a day to close above 0.0033. That's the goal right now. Okay, let's look at the 1 hour time frame. We'll zoom out from there. Overall, I mean, yes, we're breaking out of this phase here, but overall, we're still in this range that we've been in really since late May. Okay, let's look at the 1 hour time frame. We'll zoom out from there. 1 hour time frame, and maybe on something with some volume on the Bybit chart. Yeah, a lot of volume on the breakout. A lot of buying pressure too. Hey, you're seeing it happen. Okay, good. Good. I would expect some bullish divergence. Yeah, we got it. Look at that. Bullish divergence there on the stochastics and on the MACD. Hey, that's some nice bullish divergence on the MACD, actually, you guys. Good stuff. Cool. So you're looking like you have found a low at your 786 overall. That's nice. I feel confident enough to say that if you go lower, maybe a little bit lower. But let's also look at this in the aspect of like your overall existence. You're interacting now with your prior all-time highs. You're interacting now with the lows of this range overall, right? You're still in this range. It's taken a few different shapes. It's formed differently, but it actually looks better as a pennant this way. It looks very perfect as a pennant here. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we found support either right here or again if we went a little bit lower. It's okay. We don't want to take out the lows from the 10th of October, but I don't think we're going to. I don't think that's what's going to happen. 4 hour time frame, or should we look at the 1 hour again? No, the 1 hour looks great. I mean, the 1 hour looks sad overall, but you've got very bullish prospects ahead of you right now. You've got some bullish setups going on right now. Yeah, I would buy this dip. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. 4 hour time frame, bullish divergence forming healthily here. Looking at the MACD, it's not the best, but whatever. Stochastics are also bearish. We're probably going to lean on the RSI to tell the truth here as far as bullish divergence goes. But again, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're absolved of going lower. That divergence could happen. We could move up and then we could move back down. So don't get too excited. I wouldn't get excited until we're back above 0033 on a daily closing basis, right? Getting above this price here on a daily closing basis. Which again, if we break above this, I would assume that we do make a sharp recovery back to 0035 or higher. But time will tell. We'll see how that goes. Looking at the 4 hour time frame. I like the RSI. I don't really like anything else. Nothing else is really telling me that we're turning around. But the 1 hour is very suggestive that we are at a low point. From a daily perspective, the MACD is building bearish momentum. The stochastics are at an area that we typically do bounce from, being here at the oversold zone. And so is the RSI. The RSI, actually, if today can come up and close green, which I think it will. Here's a prediction right now for you. We're down about 6% on the day. We got 10 hours left. I'm predicting today closes green. Because if today can close green, we're going to get a bounce just like this, right? Yesterday closed right here, right there. Today looks down, but if today's green, we're going to get that bounce, same as we did last time. And we've bounced, regardless if we bounce, whether today closes green or red or whatever, we've bounced in this area the last couple of times that we've been here, even the last few times that we've been here, right? This zone holds us up as support. Whether we're just below the line, whether we're right at the line, whether we're just above the line, whatever, the oversold zone holds us as support. And we're right at a support zone now. Let's just, for example, go back in time and imagine that you were a savvy investor, whoever you are watching this, that you're a savvy crypto investor, and you bought every time Zebec, ZBCN, was around the oversold zone, just below, just above, and let's just see how well you did if you bought during these moments, okay? Well, you would have bought the low there. You would have bought the low there. You would have bought not the low, but relatively low throughout this range. Not the low, but relatively low throughout this range. You would have bought the low there. You would have bought the low of this range. This one seems to be the only one out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far that didn't work. So that's a 5 out of 6 success rate. And even here, this was a relevant low. You did move higher. I would think right now it's a clear signal, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you're worried about the price for ZBCN, let me pull you aside and say, hey, it's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. Shh, 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 don't you worry. Every single time we've been here, it's actually been a perfect time to buy. So, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Buy the dip, sell your house. No, what are you doing? Sell your shoes. It's a great time to buy. It really is a great time to buy. And I mean, we can see that without all those other things. We can see that visibly here because we are right at the lower ends of this range. I mean, think about it. Since May, where we are now has been, for most of the time throughout this range, has been a very desirable price. You, historically speaking, have been smart to buy at this level below 003. I trust you'll do the right thing, whoever you are watching this. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. At least don't sell. At least don't panic sell. Because whenever it comes time to move higher, which is going to be any damn day now, guys. I know the markets are depressed. I know things are depressing. I would imagine there's more people depressed here for ZBCN than there were at this low, than there were at this low. I don't know how it makes sense. Than there were even at this low, right? Maybe not at this low. There was some depression here, not going to lie. I actually got a lot of DMs and a lot of people freaking out in the comments back here. And I was like, I don't know. I wouldn't sell. Looks like it's a double bottom territory. Don't sell there. That was all I said. But I'm like, I don't know. It could be stupendous. We don't know. We didn't know what would happen. But I did say if we break out above this, that we don't know what we're getting into. It could be a very large move, and it was. It was a very large move. All I'm trying to say is don't get fearful. Don't get emotional. Don't make decisions based off of emotion. If you're emotional right now in the sense that you're greedy, maybe listen to that emotion, but don't listen to really anything else, right? Don't make emotional trades. Don't make emotional investments. If you just sit on your hands, you hold. In a matter of no time at all, ZBCN should be seeing our targets of about 3 cents or higher, right? What's crazy from here is not but like a week ago, that same target was about a 7x move, right, from where we are now. Now at this current price, that's about a 9x move, 10x move. I'm sorry, 10x move. That's the low end of the barrel. We're thinking this thing does a 15x or more by the end of the year. 4.4 cents to 7.7 cents by the end of the year. That's the target area. And again, this is largely derived from the fact that I believe we're in a impulsive count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs, okay? Elliott wave theory. There's 5 legs, 3 impulsive moves, 2 consolidation phases. We're in our first consolidation phase now. The third leg is about to start, and the third leg is typically bigger than the first leg. If this is the first leg, and we're not counting the 10th low, we'll count this low. The third leg is typically bigger than the first leg. And if we're expecting a bounce here, which I am, I'm not expecting that Zebec goes lower. If it goes lower, it's okay, but we don't want to go too much lower, but it's okay. If the third leg is going to be bigger than this, the next target area is all the way up here at 4.4 cents. So 3 cents, we're throwing you a bone. That's the minimum target. 4.4 cents to 7.7 cents, though, that's the area that we're heavily considering, okay? By the end of the year. Which, again, one last time, from this area, puts a minimum target, really, by my count, 15x or more by the end of the year. Crazy, crazy growth in a very short amount of time. That's the expectation, at least. Let's see. I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. I think I've said everything I need to say. I cleared my throat out for no reason there because I'm done. So hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll tell you what. Let's give you some if-then statements, all right? If you close a day below 00256, then it's time to crap your pants. If you close a day above 0033, maybe the same thing, but out of joy instead of demise and despair, okay? 0033, closing above there, good, good. Closing below 00256, bad, bad. You don't want to do that, okay? Right now, you're in the heart of that zone. I trust you'll make the right decision, all right? Hit the like button. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.